Believe it or not, the FedEx Cup playoffs begin this week with the Northern Trust. The man out front in the standings is at the moment Justin Thomas, followed by the PGA champion Colin Morikawa, Webb Simpson, Bryson DeChambeau, and Sungjae Im. So, Paige, we have got 3 weeks of playoff action to crown a FedEx Cup champion. Who is your favorite right now to take the season-long race?
Now, you guys know that when we do betting segments where you put money on players, that I love to take a flyer. I like the lower odds. Not this time. Give me the chalk. I want Justin Thomas. He's been a favorite of mine all season long, and he continues to be. I love his mentality moving forward. If there's a guy that's out there hungry enough to go get another FedEx Cup trophy, it's Justin Thomas, on top of the fact that he's playing incredible and great golf.
Wow, Paige, welcome to my side of the blackjack table. I'm going all in on Justin Thomas as well. I like to play it safe with my gambling, and I will here with a past FedEx Cup champion, got it done back in 2017, 3 wins this season, a second-place finish, a third-place finish. He's finished in the top 10. How many times? 9 times, as Ed Rooney might say in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Justin Thomas has been there, done that. I love the arsenal. I love the mentality. It's Justin Thomas for a second time, a FedEx Cup champion.
Wow. You guys, you can't win big if you don't bet big. And you're betting on the favorite. The returns just aren't that strong. I'm actually going to go with someone outside of the top 10 and Xander Schauffele. Remember, if you get into the last, the Tour Championship, the last 30 people, you have a chance. You might be 10 back. They're starting the staggered start, but you have an absolute chance. And Xander has been playing wonderful golf, quietly wonderful golf, 13th, 14th, 6th, 10th, the last 4 events, which is just nice, solid playing, getting ready, for the right time. And he's got a second at this course. Last year, he has won on this course, East Lake. And if he's going to fulfill the big game hunter moniker that we've put on him, he's going to have to step up and do it. And I just feel like all things are going the right direction to get to a golf course he loves and be that big game hunter and take home the $15 million.
Well, this is it, Robert. He is going to have to step up. Not that he hasn't in the past, but he hasn't stepped up as much as we wanted him to, which means for me, he's not quite a surefire bet to take home the FedEx Cup this year. So I'm sticking with my guys on the left hand of that screen. I'm going with Justin Thomas. I just can't look past him at the moment. He is too hungry. He is too dominant. He is too focused on proving right now that he is the best in the game. We've heard him talk so aggressively over the last few weeks, just how much he wants to keep that #1 spot. He wants to be there. He wants to stay there. He wants to show the rest of the golfing world that he is the man to beat. So for this opportunity to brush past him this year, I just can't see it happening, Robert.
He is the man to beat, but it's tough to pick the winner of a golf tournament any given week. And Justin Thomas, as great as he is, it's just going to be a shootout when he gets there. Last year, he started in a really great position and didn't have a fantastic tournament at this golf course, even though he does like it. But, it's just tough to pick the winner. And I didn't want to go with what you guys did. I mean, that would always be wrong in my book. Pretty much my life is if you 3 go one way, I'll just go the other. And things are working out so far.
Well, Paige, how about a conversation about the FedEx Cup with no mention of the defending FedEx Cup champion in Rory McIlroy, who's won it twice, who before the COVID break, we would have probably put everything in the middle of the table for the man from Hollywood, Northern Ireland. How quickly do you think Rory can turn it around, and can we hear his voice over these next 3 weeks?
I've been saying and waiting and expecting to hear, the loud footsteps of Rory McIlroy, and I haven't, to be fair. And I know you've been critical of getting the W's, and these top 5s don't matter nearly as much. And now I'm kind of in the impatient camp as well. When he came back from the break, it was about trying to dip his toe in and getting warmed up. And I wanted there to be a sense of urgency. So I think obviously now we're in a situation where we've got 3 events left. There is a sense of urgency. So he does have extremely loud footsteps. His presence is very known on the leaderboard if he's up there. So I think obviously now is the time, and I think he has the opportunity to kind of show who he is and what he's capable and finish off this year the way that he started this year.
And we see him listed as 8th in the FedEx Cup standings, and sometimes Rory needs external motivation. I think in his quiet moments, or even in front of us with the media, he would admit that. And I think you have situations where it takes a Brooks Koepka calling him out, or it takes a stretch of time where he's not playing well and he needs to refocus and he needs a reason to be mad or angry. I mean, this is sports, this is competition. And I think the fact that he's playing so well going into the break and has played so poorly going out of the break, and now he's going to some golf courses where he's had some success, that maybe that will be the recipe to get Rory kind of out of this stupor.
Rory will always be a big storyline, especially when it comes to the major championships. He was last week looking at the PGA Championship, but someone who is really standing out to me on that list, Robert, is Colin Morikawa, our PGA champion, because he's currently ranked second in the FedEx Cup standing. He's got the opportunity to become a FedEx Cup champion in his rookie season. I mean, what kind of an opportunity does that say to you?
It just doesn't make sense that he's that good this quick. You know, that he was an amateur just about this time last year, and it's tough to fathom how good he is. And we have not been, holding back on heaping praise on Colin Morikawa, even when he started, and he's looped, bunched in with Hovland and Wolf and himself, and he's broken out. Even though those other two have played fantastic golf, he has separated himself, a major champion now at 23, and we're talking about him as possibly the favorite for the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's just an awesome thing, and guess what? He is probably one of the 2 or 3 favorites. Not just looking at the list, he's literally one of the 2 or 3 favorites to win the whole thing.
And it is interesting, Robert, because it is really the way in which that he has come out that led people to really understand that this wasn't a flash in the pan. He was incredibly consistent with the ball striking, not getting himself into trouble, mature mentally, and then just strictly the cut streak prior, to winning. The idea that somebody could go out and be that mature and figure out golf courses so quickly, he validated his great ball striking with also showing he has a great mind. So it's incredibly interesting that we've got somebody that could potentially win this as a rookie.
And now the really hard part begins. And I don't mean on the course, I mean off the course, with the requests for his time. His Q rating has just gone through the roof now. We've always known he was a great player. Now he's validated that with a major championship, but the eyeballs are going to be more on him. The asks to his agent, to him, can you do this? Can you do that? You have to say no sometimes. You have to have a thick skin when you do struggle, because people will be taking some shots at you. He seems to be built to win and to sustain this great play, but we've seen a lot of players when they win that major championship for the first time, it's like, you don't get a chance to exhale and smell the roses. So it'll be fun to watch how Colin kind of adapts to this brave new world.